Hello learners, NIOS welcomes you to Painting Subject video series. This is lesson number 15, part 1. The name of the lesson is Painting in Watercolor and Tempera. The process of the lesson will be as such. First, we will have the background about watercolor as well as tempera. Then there will be new words from the lesson. Then we have the description as well as the background of the 3 paintings. Then we have the summary and lastly the questions and answers. Background about the tempera technique. Tempera is the oldest technique of painting. If you see the Ajanta paintings and many such other paintings have used this technique. Tempera paintings were also found on the early Egyptian sarcophagi decorations. So, the sarcophagi first had tempera coat and then watercolors were used. Many of the mummy portraits of highly recognized famous people were also done in tempera. The similar technique, that is the tempera technique, is also used in the rock paintings done at Ajanta as well as the Bagh caves in India. How are these paintings done? The paint is created by mixing dry powdered pigments into binding agents. So, first you would have the granules or the powder of the paint and then you would mix it with the yolk. You would not use the egg white. Then you also have honey or various kinds of plant gums which were used as binding agents to create the paint. The egg tempera or the use of the egg yolk as binder. So, the yellow part which is called the egg yolk was most commonly used in the tempera technique wherever, for example, Europe, India, wherever the tempera forms were used, egg tempera was one of the most common form. The egg tempera is water resistant, but it is not waterproof. Tempera colors do not change over time. Background about watercolor. Basic watercolor techniques primarily are the wash and the glaze. So, for example, the glaze technique is, for example, you are painting an apple, repeated use of paint on another layer of paint gives a shiny effect which is called glaze, and the second one is called wash, where very light colors, more water is used. What happens when you put more color? So, first it is light and then repeated uses make it dark. What is watercolor wash? Wash is application of diluted paint, that is, there is more water and very less paint. So, they will take the paint brush irrespective of the size, they will dip it in water, take water in the palette and then use a little bit of color and mix it with the water to give a very light kind of effect, a transparent or a semi-transparent effect to disguise the individual brush strokes. Watercolor glaze. Glaze is a kind of an application of paint over a previous layer of paint. So, what happens is, first you will make the first coat on whatever kind of figure, be it fruit or a vegetable. So, you would paint it once and after that repeated layers would actually make it look as if there is a shine and a 3D kind of an effect. Wash technique. Wash technique is a technique of soaking paper in water and then painting on it. This is a Chinese and a Japanese technique. So, when the water has been soaked by the paper, the artist will actually take the paintbrush and a little bit of color to infuse color, not in terms of brush strokes, but infusing color, very light technique. New words from the lesson. Sarcophagi. This is a coffin made of stone used to preserve dead bodies. Mummy. These are dead bodies which are preserved. First, the internal organs are sometimes taken out, and before or prior to closing the coffin, they would use special kind of oils and cover this dead body in cloth, and then the coffin is closed. These dead bodies are preserved for a very long time, and the features, the skin, bones, etc. are intact. Fresco. This is a painting in watercolor on wet plaster on a wall or ceiling. Luminous. For example, the sun gives us light to the earth and the moon reflects the light of the sun. So, luminous is something producing or transmitting light, similar to a bulb which is transmitting light or producing light. Illuminated, as you can see in the picture, the Eiffel Tower is illuminated. So, they have lights inside which you can turn it on and then light it up. Grief means intense sorrow. Harmonious is forming a pleasing or a consistent whole, not separate. Contemporary, for example, you would remember the royal or the kings in ancient times used to sit on thrones, but are these still used as chairs now? No, we have contemporary chairs which date from the time now. Honey is a sweet and viscous food substance made by honeybees. Cubist or cubism is a technique of visual art which makes the artwork looks like cubes or using geometric shapes. and it was popularized by Pablo Picasso. Prism is a triangle like structure which disperses white light and it gives the rainbow colors. So, diffraction of light happens through this. I hope you enjoyed watching part 1 of the lesson. If you have any queries, you can email us at signlanguage@nios.ac.in. For more information, you may visit our website www.nios.ac.in. Thank you.